What is going on, you guys? This is All Day Day 1 on the PS4, and I'm going to be giving you another Division 2 video. And with this video I'm going to be giving is I'm going to be explaining on the new update, or I guess whatever it is, on Buddy and Lucy that Massive had done. They had actually buffed this fight, making Buddy and Lucy probably the hardest fight on the raid. And before, this fight used to be one of my most favorites just because, there was no more ads, you didn't have to worry about anything about them except the boss. And now the bosses are a lot harder for Buddy and Lucy. And what I mean is Buddy heals basically 2 times, maybe 3 times more per tick than what he used to do before. And not just that, but he heals a lot faster as well. So if you don't have the DPS for Buddy to negate the amount of healing he has, it's gonna be a lot harder to beat Buddy and Lucy. And then Lucy, now the difference for her is the fact that, well, for one, I think her mines have been buffed. I'm not 100% sure, but I do know for sure that you can no longer cover fire, and obviously that was supposed to be intended. But from what Massive had said, they had posted that we are aware that I guess Buddy is healing a lot more. Buddy and Boomer are healing a lot more, and Lucy, you can no longer cover fire, which is supposed to be intended. I guess everything that had been changed was supposed to be intended. Now, for me, I don't think they should have buffed Buddy that much. Regardless, we can still beat Buddy and Lucy. It's just for teams that can't clear the raid, I don't think this was a good idea. Maybe for Lucy it probably would have been fine, not being able to cover fire anymore, but I think with Buddy they should have definitely toned it down. Yes, we have tried using the computer, and I honestly never even noticed the difference with the computer hitting Buddy's computer for the heals. So what the difference is on the heals for Buddy is when you hit the computer for Buddy, it only stops him from doing a poison effect on, like, his AoE body poison, whatever you want to call it. And like when you're near Buddy, you get that AoE poison effect on you. But when you hit the computer, it cancels it. Also, he applies bleed when he does a sniper shot, just like Lucy. But Lucy's bleed is a lot more dangerous, I guess is the word. But yeah, as you can see right here, Buddy is healing like crazy. Before it was little ticks. Now it's just a massive amount of ticks, and it's just he heals maybe in 2 seconds. His whole entire bar is back. There's been teams that had gotten Buddy all the way down to the last bar and Lucy down, and then Lucy was just out of the box just a little bit, and they got all the way back to full health. So as you can see, we ended up, we just killed ourselves because Buddy healed all the way back up. We just said, forget this, we're just going to kill ourselves, and we're going to redo this fight, because what's the point of going through this fight after, a minute or so? Because you only get 6.5 minutes to beat Buddy and Lucy. If you don't beat them by then they go enraged, and Buddy will consistently keep healing, and it'll be just a mess, and you just won't be able to beat. If Buddy's still up, you will not beat this this part of the raid when they're both overcharged, enraged, whatever you want to call it, when the timer's up. But anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and go into it on how we ended up beating Buddy and Lucy after the update. So the way we used to do this fight was we used to have 3 people on Lucy, 5 people on Buddy, which is a great tactic. You can still do it like that, but you might want to change it up maybe with this new update that they had done with Buddy and Lucy. What we did now is 4 and 4. We have 3 people focused on Buddy, 3 people focused on Lucy, 1 person in the back for Buddy and 1 person in the back for Lucy. So that way they can see both Buddy and Lucy, just in case if they need to add more damage to either Lucy or Buddy. As you can see real quick, Buddy is going to be inside the box because he heals, but Lucy's not. So with this, what we did was we focused on Buddy, and to me it just helps more damage wise to help keep the balance between the two. And you obviously want to keep them separate from each other, so having Buddy in the blue room and have Lucy in the red room is probably most ideal. Now what you can also do is there's going to be two consoles that you might want to hit, and the reason why is because if you hit Lucy's computer, it's going to cancel her with the it's going to cancel her bleed snipe, and her bleed snipe is going to hit very hard, especially if you have low armor and low health. It's pretty much a one shot because that bleed ticks a lot. Now for Buddy, if he doesn't have his computer canceled, he's going to have a poison aura around him, I think an EMP as well, and then he also applies a small bleed. It's not as heavy as Lucy's, but it's still a bleed effect or a poison effect. You can hit their consoles in the center. You can see the green console is for Buddy, the red console is for Lucy. Now for Lucy, you can no longer cover fire, but what you can do is you can take pot shots on Lucy whenever Lucy's doing her 360. You can look out through the corner of the wall and just keep sneaking back and forth and hitting Lucy that way. And with Buddy, obviously you won't be able to do, I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're doing cover fire or not, but what I would highly recommend is when Buddy is squatting at the last 2 bars of health or armor, when Buddy squats at the last 2 bars, that's when everyone needs to just wail at him. Everyone should be wailing at him. As you can see here though, we didn't do that necessarily. Lucy was already pretty much dead, and then we just ended up killing Lucy and then just went for Buddy. But what I would highly recommend is not doing that. You want to try to make sure you kill Lucy first, because if you leave Buddy alive even for like 2 seconds or longer, he's gonna heal so much and it's gonna just be super painful. But that's honestly pretty much the whole fight. It is harder, so you might want to have more damage or try to pump up more damage if you can. But aside from that, everything else is pretty much the same. But that's pretty much everything about this video. If this helped you out, go and leave a like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know down in the comment section as well, and I'll try my best to answer it to the best of my ability. Anyways, this is all Day to Day 1 on the PS4. Have a good day, good night, and peace.